Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to the channel if you're new. Glad to have you here. If you're a regular, you probably already know that I'm a huge fan of Nintendo games, Mario specifically. If you're not a regular on the channel, I'm sure you can tell how excited I am to talk about this. Before I start off on my ranting, just know I may get loud into the microphone at some point, so this is a warning to the headphones users out there. Starting off, the scenery. The scenery throughout the game is absolutely beautiful. Although I hate both Water Kingdoms, the scenery is still very, very pretty. My favorite is probably Mushroom Kingdom or Cap Kingdom. Cap Kingdom is a vibe in itself, even if it's not very colorful. It's just, to me at least, it looks like Dark Victorian or like Dark Academia. It's so pretty. It's a little gloomy though. It's still, I don't care, I still love it! I don't have much to say about the scenery other than just being descriptive, but I recommend you look up some of the kingdoms in the game. They're nice to just explore and look at you, and you can tell Nintendo put so much effort and work into just building these. Like, sometimes I pause and look at the scenery and just realize I would not have the patience to build all of that. It's so pretty and looks like it took so much time and effort, especially with the captures too. There is one thing I am super upset about. In Lost Kingdom, this random bird takes Cappy, your hat off of your head. That was such a missed opportunity. You could have put Nabbit. Like the Nabbit, the one that steals stuff. The literal thief. They could have put Nabbit into the game and yet they didn't. I was literally, not yelling at my mom obviously, but I was very upset about this, and I still am. That was the perfect opportunity to put Nabbit. Moving on. Me actually loving this game is pretty weird because I usually hate slow story and exploring games. This is different. Moving on, we have Cappy. I mean, just look at him. He's adorable and just a silly little guy. He's a silly little goober dude. Sure, throughout the game, his comments pointing out obvious things makes me want to literally throw my Nintendo Switch across the room. Luckily, I haven't. But that's coming eventually. I've almost finished rebeating the game. His design and his personality makes the game a lot more enjoyable, though I usually zone out when he's speaking in the Odyssey. He's legit who I'm drawing right now in the SpeedPaint. I mean, for crying out loud, he's Cappy! The story. Even though it's not a 2D Mario game like I'm used to personally, it was still really good to some of the original stories that Princess Peach was taken by Bowser. Except the only difference is there's not that, oh so annoying if you've experienced, oh no, it looks like the princess has been taken to another castle, and then Toad just stands there like, bro, go freaking actually do something. If you know, you know. And if you don't, you know now. The Power Moons. Some of them are fun, and some of them are just, ew, annoying. When I play, I don't disconnect the controllers from the actual screen pad, so that could be the problem. I'm not exactly the best at this game if I'm going to be completely honest with myself. I can't even do the rolly thingy to make you go fast. The parkour bits where you can't use your hats to jump are really hard, and honestly I just skip most of them because they annoy me that badly. The different forms of gathering moons keeps me on my feet though, which I appreciate. For instance, there's Grand Pound moons, then the puzzles, then the special rooms, and some of the parkour. I like most of them. The jump roping one makes me really mad, though. I'm really bad at the jump roping one. Moving on to the boss fights. A couple years ago, I could barely beat them, but when I recently started replaying the game, they were easy. The rabbits, I legit cannot think of their names right now, but I think some are Harriet and Hopper, and that's all I can remember. I'm pretty much drawing a blank. The dragon was sad, though. After you release him from Bowser, he just lays there sadly. He looks really depressed. And you have to pound on his head to beat the fight? Bro didn't do anything to deserve that. The Donkey Kong in New Donk City Parade. This part is bias. It's alright. The whole setup. I'm just really, really bad at Donkey Kong. Yes, I'm bad at the arcade version too. The outfit shop is pretty cool. You have to have the kingdom's outfits to access certain areas for power moons. I played most of my run in a sombrero. I really like the sombrero outfit, and I really like how you're able to decorate the Odyssey with the special coins you get in each world. Kingdom, I suppose. Getting all of the special coins per kingdom can get really annoying if you only need a couple more to buy everything in the kingdom. I'm a perfectionist. Sometimes. I need to get everything in the game, or I will cry. The game is structured is really, really nice, though. From the story to progressing throughout the game, the concept of going from kingdom to kingdom and Bowser having his own as well as being able to explore Peach's kingdom is really, really cool to me. Oh my gosh, and the captures. The captures is the coolest part. I mean, without it, you wouldn't have a Super Mario Odyssey. That's what literally makes Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey. It has plenty of enemies. There's so many. And you can use Cappy to possess them, which is kind of creepy to think about it, that Mario and Cappy are literally possessing these poor creatures that didn't do anything wrong. But it's fun and okay if you don't sit there and think about it for too long. So you're welcome for putting that thought in your head if you didn't think of it already. Have fun sleeping tonight. But anyway, you can capture a literal dinosaur. Twice. I think it's twice. Is it twice? I don't know. But dinosaur. I mean, like, a literal dinosaur. There's 52 enemies. I have found that information off of a random wiki I found on Google. I don't know how true that is or not. And in the beginning, the first thing you capture is a literal frog. Who wouldn't want to capture a frog and a dinosaur? How much cooler can it get? In case anyone's wondering, I remember what the rabbits were called. The villain rabbits, they're called Broodals. I really liked being the Cheep Cheeps, which are the fishes, in Glydon. I love Glydon. A couple of years ago, I would run around and just recite the birds, like the go find it, scraw-caw, scraw-caw. I'm not going to actually do the voice because it's really stupid, but it was so fun to do. I love them. I also really liked controlling the RC car. That was really fun to me too. There's a certain area you can go into for a race in New Donk City, and once you go in, you control the guy, which again, super freaking creepy, kind of scary, kind of feel sorry for the dude, and then you go and win a race for a moon. That's probably one of my top 10 parts of the game. I would legitimately replay it just for that. Once you beat the game, you can do the Koopa Troopa races, which apparently they're just, they're free from Bowser. They're on vacation. Don't worry about them. They're looking for a new evil boss to be the henchman for. No worries, no worries. And then the balloons. Ooh. I had to replay the game, though, because my data got wiped. I'm almost done with it, and I'm excited to start doing balloon races again. I also really liked the Pokeos in Bowser's Kingdom, which were used at, like, birds to get into the walls and then fling yourself. Super cool. Loved them. I'm going to stop now before I talk so much that I can't stop. Thank you guys for sticking through till the end. I really enjoyed writing the script and talking about this, as it's something I enjoy. I hope everyone has a great week. Consider subscribing and remember to take care of yourselves.